into another week's edition of Wiff Talk here at Legendary Pub Park. Tim Finnegan, Joe Sykes, Josh Giraldo, now joined by two more members of Team Hose Monster and Zach Mann and Tyler Nolan in the man of the night.
4 bombs!
4.
Let's go!
I'm just hoping I can all in one night. Man, we got a long season.
Hey, you shot up in the rankings on the latest poll over there at PlayGetWiff.com. You're over up to 7 home runs on the season over there. How's it feel?
Man, I'm just glad to, I'm glad we got the dub first off. That's the most important. But I wish I might have saved some of those for the rest of the year because that was a 15-3 game. We're probably sneaking in the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah. Sneaking in?
We're 6 seed. We're 6 seed right now.
Yeah.
So we got to stay there. We got to win out.
We could secure it if Snead would hit those Grand Slam opportunities.
No clutch hitting by Snead. No clutch hitting? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, he broke his clutch.
I just want to throw out there that, at one point in the broadcast last night, we were talking about the fact that, there was a pitching change, and that's when the runs started to happen. So I don't know if it was strategic, about, you needed
Zach,
to have
how many runs did you give up?
Some 9 runs on the board. So that way, And then for some reason, y'all switched back, to the original starting pitcher. I don't know who it was, but I think he was a little more efficient. And I'm not really sure,
They were having trouble with the ball from the left side. Are you done there, kid?
Wow! I wanted to get in on this.
I've never seen the bullpen, go back and forth. I figured after you pitched, one inning, you were done after you switched out. Apparently, the rules change in wiffle ball. I like it.
Freaking hose monster killing his food over here.
Hosed it down my mouth.
Hey, get some of that hose water. Wash it down.
You got one
PBR.
Hang on, did you get a lime with that? I'm told that that's like the standard.
Yeah,
That's an Allen Williams.
That's an Allen.
Allen
We miss you
Williams
right now,
move.
buddy. But in your honor, Zach's holding it down.
No, but Snead threw a curveball in the wiffle ball sets.
In more ways than one.
In more ways than one. So he changed the lineup for one.
Yep.
Back to the striking out with bases loaded. He's done that a few times. So he brought Tito in, killed it, and he started me with pitchers. So I really didn't know what to think. And we were down, how many people? 3?
2.
Yeah, we lost.
I think that
missed 2.
I think
So
that
our
kind of
morale-
helped y'all having
morale
more
was
at
already
bats. I'm just gonna say, having more at bats, having less of a
Sure.
lineup is always a plus. Having one girl, always a plus. Kathleen can hit too.
Yep.
She
She
really
gets in her own
can.
head, but
She
I'm
is.
trying to
She
get
does.
back there and help her.
Kathleen
and
is
when she listens,
She is.
When she puts the ball in, look, I'm
Both the
telling you,
Sneeds are
when she puts the ball in play,
Steve's fast.
deceptive.
He is, man. Boy can scoot.
them little quail legs,
He can
man.
scoot.
But when Kathleen puts the ball in play, she's safe.
Yeah.
You're not. Very rarely have I ever seen her been thrown out.
Unless Tino's on third
It's-
making plays across the infield.
There it is. No, it's for real though. It's so big. Normally when we play, we have our whole team shows up. We got 3-4 at bats.
Yeah.
I
That's
had
tough.
6 last night.
Yeah,
tough.
that was huge. I mean,
6
it was
bombs.
definitely huge. Yeah, right. Pretty close.
Well, with
All
that,
I remember was the
with,
bombs.
With that being said, all of y'all are veterans in the league. Now that we're into the second half of the season and some of the teams that have, a couple of extra players, a little bit loaded up roster, is it time, if you're in the playoff hunt, to start making some of those personnel decisions?
And I'll tell you what, our team has had a couple different generations of
It's a good way of
trying
putting
to
it.
eliminate people without hurting feelings, but also trying to be competitive. And
It's a slippery slope. Man.
it is.
It
We
really
still have too many people, honestly, but we have such a core group. This is Wiffle House All Stars. This is the team you'll see.
If you're going to fire them, though, do you do it on a Monday or a Friday?
Do it on a Monday.
Probably
Kick them
Friday.
while they're down, so that way.
the day before
Yeah,
they
day
think they're
before the
gonna
game.
play.
Yeah, you've been
Whoa, good point. Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
I
at least
think
they ain't got to
appreciate
suit up
you
and
showing
come
up.
out here
Yeah.
on Tuesday
It
night.
goes back to Off in the Woods and their success. They have 5 players, 5 studs, and
They show up every week.
they show up
You
every
You don't
week.
have to have a reserve.
do
They
not
show up
miss.
every
They
week.
don't
Every
miss.
week, they don't miss.
Yep.
That's been a huge benefit for them, and I think that the more core teams that can have 5 players and get those 6 at bats, the better your batting is.
My favorite player though is Cramblett.
Cramblett!
Oh, Cramblett.
That pretty smile.
Hey, he's lost a toe or 2 this year.
Yeah, you're right.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
He's slowed down. I'm
He's
expecting
bad,
more
Joe.
bombs out of that whole team, especially Cramblett calling you out, kid.
However, Mike Coppersmith did take over the overall lead in the home run total.
First time in a while that we have a unanimous home run leader. He's got 10 on the season, leading the league so far in hitting and pitching, arguably from an ERA standpoint. Okay,
Absolutely.
29 nothing last night.
I think they won 29.
it was close. It was really close. You know, I think
He's the GOAT.
you know. So,
The
but,
vote.
He's the GOAT.
hey, he may be the
Sounds like
MVP
one.
for the first half of the season. But who are some people that are on your radar right now for the second half? Who's going to be that person to make the extra push heading towards the playoffs?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this isn't just me being.
You can't
loyal.
nominate yourself.
Well, I'm not gonna. That's one thing you never have to worry about. Is
He's the hottest bartender though, so you know.
believe me, man.
I'm like 5 years
People
running.
don't forget.
I'm gonna throw out 3 names, and it's Tyler Nolan. Okay, just because one, him at third base, he is a wall. There's a lot of guys out here that play bang up defense. The web gym that he made last night was just.
I think I
I
found
mean,
my
what's
spot.
it like? What's it like
Yeah.
pitching with guys like when you know guys can make plays like that? You know, yeah, instant.
Yeah.
You know, but
Knowing your defense can protect you.
I mean, the ball was hit so sharply down the line to be able to go down there with a wiffle ball, punch it, and make the underhand throw on line to get him, at 45 feet.
Yeah.
That's a big play. Tyler Nolan, Brooks Bobbinger, and Oppo Joe.
Yeah.
Okay. Oppo Joe gonna get hot at the plate. Look, he didn't hit any home runs last night, but he was murdering the ball. Okay.
Brooks Bobbinger makes it look easy, man.
Oh gosh, 2 home runs
He
last
knows
night.
the zone so well. He can hit any pitch out.
Both those guys are on the same team too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Odd corners. You got
Fair.
first and third right there. Bobbinger had 2 home runs last night. Oppo Joe, the birthday boy, making plays. Talk about speed. Golly. Every single, he's flying and has to brace over here at the gate.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll throw some names out there. They're all Wiffle House All-Stars. I'm talking about Blake Nelson. Blake Nelson, that ball's biting like a shark when he's throwing that thing. He's a hitter, too. He's nasty out there.
He's got a couple of home runs.
Ryan Cummings, don't sleep on him. That boy can hit. Joe Sykes.
Joe Sykes.
I have seen some
that was
consistency out of Joe Sykes. He's a lock at third base.
What'd you do yesterday?
I didn't play.
What?
Had a bye week. Not bye week. What are you talking about?
Ball at the bench, bro.
I did not. But hey, what I'm getting at is Wiffle House All Stars is gonna be the best team in the league. We're coming for the ring.
Hey.
This is our year. I've got a core group.
I just want to gauge from you right now, like, how excited are you that you're finally getting to play in the game of the week after the week where we did every single game
That was brutal,
as the
man.
game of the week, and we strategically planned that for your bye week?
It was brutal, but I think the anticipation of next week being against the outsiders, Jake Peavy and the crew. I mean,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
You're underestimating Fody.
Oh, Fody, God. Hey, I'm not afraid to tell him to
Ask-
slow it down.
ask-
I'm not afraid
Ask
to tell
David
him to
Weaver
slow it
about
down.
that.
Oh, yeah,
Jason
he would.
Fody, man.
Weaver, how was it, bro?
No, man, we're just so excited. The game of the week, makes it such a,
Was it like LeBron? Like LeBron? Not 1, not 2,
Yeah.
not 3, not 4, but
5 strikeouts.
Bro, I couldn't see nothing. It was in my eyes.
Oh, man.
God, his shirt's too damn tight. Yeah, I think it had to be the shirt.
Hey,
man.
what
He had all
happened to the
restrictions.
guy that a couple of weeks ago said that he couldn't wear his jersey because
it wasn't tight enough.
it wasn't tight enough?
Yeah, that one got me a little bit.
He must not have washed
I
it
don't
yet.
know the guy.
Mine shrunk.
I don't like that.
So let me ask you a question. If we had to, we threw out some MVP candidates, okay? If we had to say the MVF, most valuable female, from here, from the start of the season to the middle of the season,
I'm automatically going with Kristen.
which Kristen?
Oh,
Great hair.
Okay,
Hair.
okay.
Hair.
So, all right. So, up to now, and then who do you think will finish as the alley?
Allie Barker's a tough one to beat, but I'm going to go with Scarlett Wright, man.
Scarlett
Consistency
is so consistent, yeah.
every week. She doesn't have to be a power hitter, but good defender at first base and puts the bat on the ball on every play. I mean, just
I feel
lasers
like
down
every
third base line
That's what
every
I'm saying.
time.
I feel like every time I watch her hit, she's
Lasers.
hitting seeds down, like literally right over the base at third up against the ball every single time.
Not just that, but I mean, the first couple of shots that she gets in, a lot of power behind it, and it looks like it's about to go foul, and then it stays quiet. Dangerous.
Charlie Bobinger's had a
That's
really
fine.
good season so far. She's been really consistent.
If you don't throw her strikes, man, she will cuss you out.
She hates those high pitches, man. She's
Yeah.
4 foot nothing. And
We didn't
just
talk for a
ball
whole
comes
season.
right
Just
in.
Yeah, I do remember that. She holds a grudge.
She does.
Yeah.
Luke,
Feisty.
Luke just hit his first home run in batting breath. Is that
All right, Luke.
This is segment.
Is that a
but look,
preview of next week?
I hope not.
look, the outsiders out here practicing right now,
Yeah.
getting ready for the matchup with the Waffle House roster.
The team MVPs.
That's right. Team MVPs. We're coming out swinging, man. Look, we're excited to play. The game of the week atmosphere is obviously the best, and we haven't experienced that yet. So we're pumped. Just pumped to be back out here playing them. It's going to be awesome under the lights. So pumped.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely pumped.
What about the longest home run last night?
Dude, look.
Did Cromer roll
I missed
it off his
Tell me
hand?
about
So
Oh.
it was easily the longest home run I've ever seen out here, but it was also
I hit one
the weirdest because when he hit it, it made no sound. It literally sounded like when he swung, it hit his wrist and he just went and flung it.
What?
But it got out so fast, it went over the corner of the building, bounced once, and landed at the stop sign.
It didn't go in your truck?
No, it went.
Was it
right
one of the
past my
ones that's
truck.
like lacrosse out
Yes.
of here? off
It was
the
like a
bat or
highlight
something?
paddle, is what it seemed like. You know,
Wow.
it was crazy, but the ball was crushed.
Wow.
It's the furthest one I've ever seen out here.
That's saying a lot.
You know, there was a lot of moving in the standings yesterday because, you know, the two big matchups at the end of the night last night, Outfield Alcoholics and Sandlot Sluggers, was back and forth there for a little while, and then, you know, Sluggers kind of ran away with it there at the end, and then Backdoor Sliders and the Cucumbas. That game was really close in the last matchup, and Sliders, you know, kind of walked away with it at the end there. So, you know, that was two of the top 6 that took losses yesterday.
Easy.
So that moved a lot of stuff around. So starting the second half of the season, you know, that's big to see, you know, coming in off the All-Star break.
Right.
You know,
Whipple House All-Star break? That was
but yeah, you know, there's that. It just shows you that top 6 isn't locked up by any means. There's still a lot that can happen.
Everybody's got, like, on their mind, we have to win out. Everybody has the thought, we have to win out, whether you're at the top of the list or around 7th, 8th place.
Yeah. That's a good zone. That's a good zone.
Yeah.
Anything below that, you know, man, y'all have fun. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
but there is a pool of teams right now where 1 or 2 wins gets into the top 6, and Cucumbas losing last night really helped out those monsters because we had to do some math today, and it came down to run totals so far, and y'all got them by 8 runs to move into the
I
top
didn't even
6.
know.
8
Okay.
runs were the difference.
They have a tough schedule the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They have your schedule basically.
From
Well,
the beginning.
from the
From the
Flip-flop,
beginning,
yeah.
flip-flop,
Yeah.
flip-flop. And so, you know, we talked about it week after week. Y'all have the toughest schedule coming into the season, and now you have, we'll say, the not as tough second half, right? We talked about that being an advantage, and you had to stay the course. You tied Cucumbas, even though it wasn't a win or a loss, it was still a major victory as far as where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Cucumbas is a team. I mean, our game when we played them, it was 2-1, I think.
1-1.
1-1.
Okay, you're right. We tied
The only
it.
tie of the season so far.
Right. So Elkins, or I guess it's Wilkins.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's khakis.
I mean,
Khaki shorts.
It's
Catching
it's
hell.
a big
Come on,
Pictures
man.
duel. I mean, we just
No, that game
we,
was.
we just smashed a team that beat them, but then we tied him. I mean, because he shut us down.
Well, he's a competitor,
week
man.
to week.
He's gonna throw.
He knows how to
He's
throw to
good.
different batters. He doesn't throw the same pitch. He throws to whichever batter's up the bat. So he's
leads-
another veteran. out here.
That leads into a
knows how to
lot of
play.
really good matchups for the rest of the season.
Well, if you look at that matchup, I mean, coming off of week 1, Cucumbas hung 22 on the board.
And so that's what I was
and
about
then
to
came
say.
back and y'all stopped them
So-
on a 1-1.
So when we saw that Cucumbas lost last night, we were like, well, I think we have the same record now.
That's right.
But me and Alan immediately said, well, what was the tiebreaker? And you know, years ago we established that it was run scored. And I said, well, they definitely have us because they scored 20.
Yeah.
You know, week 1. I was like, oh, they definitely got us on that one.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently, you know, we've scored 8 more than them. So right now we've got the 6th seed over them.
hitting 4 home runs, that helped. And then I think someone else might have hit a home run, and generated some last night too. So.
Yeah, Zach
had a few,
man.
Zach's back, baby.
Zach hit one and had a pretty solid little dance coming back a little.
I'm a little wiggle.
You may have churched a little bit.
Man, the hardest part when I'm up there sometimes is the ball is so fat, and I will call it before it gets to the plate, and I'm like,
You make a lot of noise when you hit. You be behind the plate.
Dude, you called
You're always
that video
slamming
of
the back.
Tino's, that video of Tino's first one. He literally went boom before he made it.
He does that.
I was more excited.
He does that when he's pitching too. He goes.
The sound effects.
Let me
Last
ask
time
y'all
was a lot of
this.
fun.
Let me ask y'all this. We talked about this in week 2 when we had the big panel up here. You weren't here, and neither were you two. But it's something that comes up in casual conversation all the time in terms of football. Y'all all played college baseball as well, okay? Y'all have played baseball your entire lives, and you know that sound of a baseball hitting a catcher's mitt, and popping, okay? And as a pitcher, you pitched in college. As a pitcher and as a catcher, you know that there's a lot of gratification in that whenever you freeze someone. However, I will argue that hearing that 10 as a pitcher or as a hitter is equally as emotional.
Ring the gong.
Yeah, exactly. We have a term out here. We call it ringing the gong.
Yeah.
And Zach pitches out here, and he does a lot of gong ringing. But it's one of those. It's long gong ringing.
Gong ringing.
And I
Bet
say
you
that,
do.
say that 4 times.
I bet you like the gong ring.
Jesus.
Hey, nothing's worse. I mean, we've all struck out here. It's rare, but you strike out
Yeah.
here will happen. There's
But
nothing worse.
David Weaver.
Nothing's worse.
But when you're
that
swinging,
noise is
when
like-
you swing and it hits the 10, it's one thing.
Right.
But when it looks like there's no way it's going to be a strike, and then you hear that bam, I mean, there's nothing more demoralizing. Would y'all agree with
When
that?
they curve this much.
Oh yeah. Like last night. Now Zach never struck out, but he took the first pitch on 2 at bats, and he saw it before it even got to the bunt line. He was just boom, and it hits, and everyone just starts laughing because everyone in the stadium knows what happens.
Yeah.
Stadium. Legendary Buff Hart.
Legendary.
Legendary. Hey, we'll talk about pitchers. How about some of the most improved names? Talking about Michael Wilkins earlier. How about Stephen Cook? How about the night that he had for Big League?
he was
Stephen Cook
That's a huge
was
win for
cooking.
them.
He was cooking.
Cooking
last
the
night.
gas over there, man. He had 2 innings where he generated at least 2 strikeouts, back to back, I believe.
He's always gotten a lot of movement. I just don't think that he's thrown enough.
Yeah.
When he got out there yesterday, it was working for him, and they couldn't hit him.
That was another one of those where, I don't know why they brought in Martinez at the end. I mean, he had his glory with his 2 home runs, and then they brought him in to close, and he almost gave up
How
a
about
run.
Martinez going yard?
Martinez had a scab on his shin, and he said he couldn't pitch because of it or something. It's just a random excuse he just made.
Pretty much.
Martinez talks more trash out here.
It's
For
so
nothing,
funny.
too.
It's so funny.
Then breaths he takes in a day.
He does not stop, man. And so he's
Martinez will be walking by on the patio and see a dog. Stupid ass, ugly ass dog.
And as soon as he comes up to bat, everybody remembers.
Oh yeah, they just start eating him up.
How much trash?
That's
he
what
talks.
sucks whenever he hits home run. You're like, I want to trash him.
Oh, that's the same thing with Nick.
But you gotta love him.
Oh, chops.
Like, is it lucky?
Don't bring him into this.
Is it just ugliness?
Don't bring him into this. We got the same birthday, 2-7.
Hey, but is Nick Impostato's swing the ugliest swing I've ever seen?
Nasty.
He dropped the ball last night though.
Yeah,
You know
he
whenever
did.
you,
He
know
did
whenever
drop
you
the
burp throw up
Yeah.
every time.
That's what you're comparing his swing to?
Oh yeah.
A burp throw up.
I almost didn't go to work because the acid reflux was so bad. Last night he hit a home run and it was just
He literally
right
did
at
swing.
me.
He went.
He's a good trier. He's always tried.
A
really
good
hard.
trier.
Man.
Great trier.
He's a top 5
If
try.
you got a future as a Little League coach,
Yeah.
you're a good trier.
Great trier.
Good trier.
Yeah.
I think his chops are Samson's strength.
Yeah. Shade those guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta
Well,
love him.
taking a look at the matchups going into this next week, we know about Whipple House All-Stars taking on the Outsiders. All right.
Pumped.
So, all right, let's wrap up things talking about what are some preparations getting to the playoffs. What are some things going through teams' minds right now? We talked about personnel decisions, moving people around the field. What are some things that we're going to see out of teams coming into the second half? Is it going to get a little more serious, or are we still having fun?
I'll say this. Our team finally found out what lineup works for us. That's a huge part. Because first 3 or 4 games, you mix up the lineup, you find out that people are leaving the bases loaded, striking out.
Sneed.
Yeah, you kind of have to have that mix, the girl guy, 2 guy, girl mix, that whatever you want, 2 girls, 1 guy, whatever mix you're into. But that's one thing, that finding your lineup, and then our team motto right now is no goose eggs. We got to score every inning.
Yeah,
One
that's
run
huge.
every. You cannot go an inning without scoring.
We ended up 15-3, beating Brooker last night 15-3, but we dropped a goose egg in that first inning with the bases loaded with 1 out.
Lead up.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
No goose
But
eggs.
there's not a lot of like strategizing we're doing.
It's hard to
I'm doing a lot of
strategize.
math. I'm doing a lot of math. I'm saying how many games we have? 4 games left with a bye. We're probably gonna win. We need to win 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
And we're trying to look at other people's schedules and see who all we're playing. It's a lot of math. Everything's a toss-up.
And then hoping that, obviously availability. Making
Yeah.
sure you don't have any of your
That's right. People
your
out
key
of
people that
town.
are out of town or work or whatever, that hurts.
That's how y'all got that one win against Wiff House All Stars. We had some key players out of town.
That was a
If you
blowout.
remember that.
Did we win that game?
Yeah.
Oh man, we
I think y'all's team only scored.
Who cares?
I care. We'd be undefeated right now. Yeah.
Who'd y'all lose to?
So you're insinuating that if you were there, y'all would have won.
I just wanted you to say.
Absolutely. Me and Blake Nelson. That's 2
It
key
takes 2 to
players.
tango, right?
Where were you that week?
I was getting married.
No.
It was
What a lame excuse.
So who said that, man? It's
Get an
terrible.
excuse.
God, Haley makes you look good.
She really does, man. She does. Hey, talk about key girls. Haley, she put the ball in play.
She's
She
competitive,
put
man.
the ball in play. She is
She is so
competitive.
competitive.
She hates getting out.
Sometimes I don't like talking to her when she's playing because,
Yeah.
eyes forward.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's serious. I'm trying to work on her. She's a front foot hitter. We call her squish. We want her to squish the bug.
Squish it.
Squish.
Yeah.
What were some of the biggest surprises from last night's action?
Honestly, the way Burrows has been pitching,
Man, he's doing good.
He kind of got punched up a little bit late last night. Also, they got the win, but
Also did
look,
not come out
they
strong.
No, and
That's one of his worst
Dude,
pitching
he
goals.
could not throw a strike.
Nope.
He could not throw a strike, but they were chasing it, so you'll take it. But
Was he sweating last night?
No, man, they threw some Gatorade
Daddy.
jug on him. He was so
Big
wet.
sweat.
Had to
Dude,
be,
I don't get it.
Big sweat.
that dude's
Big sweat.
eyeballs,
I'm glad you didn't see me.
earlobes,
I'm just under
all
him.
that was
Sweat level.
It was
I don't know,
crazy.
man.
Every hair in his beard was
Big
sweating.
sweat.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Drops on
Yeah.
everything.
He's one of the guys that's more of a strike thrower, and he walked like two or three batters in a row every inning. It seemed like he was struggling. They got the win based off of their offense. Their offense is working.
Oh, it carried him, yeah, for sure.
I think Keith hit a couple home runs.
Brooks had two.
Brooks
Sure.
had 2.
Yep, yep.
Now,
Right
opinion
on.
on was Keith out at third?
Yes.
I saw out, but it was
Yeah.
so.
Keith will tell you otherwise. He is the most competitive person I may have ever met.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look,
He got in my face after he hit that home run. He goes, "Was that out?" It's like, dude,
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Don't hold anything
yes,
back.
you were out, and that was out.
Passionate. I like it.
Yeah, he is passionate.
All right, last category. Who is the top 6 team right now that won't finish in the top 6 at the end of the season?
Where's Columbus?
Columbus is at number 7 right now. They're number 7.
What's the list?
So
Yeah,
we're looking
top
at
six.
Off in the Woods,
Oh, we're tied.
Backdoor Sliders, Sandlot Sluggers, Outfield Alcoholics, Team Hose Monster. Oh, Wiffle House All
Come on,
Stars.
so y'all are 5.
That's it.
Y'all are 5.
they've only
No,
lost
we're 4.
one, so they're 4.
Number 3.
Who's number 5?
We're number 3.
Number 3 in the latest
Who's
rankings.
number 5? I ain't gonna
Right-
lie,
right
our
above
schedule's
us
looking
is-
pretty good.
Right above
We
us,
can
I
win
think,
all
is
of our
Outfield
games.
Alcoholics.
Outfield Alcoholics dropped from number 2 to 5 after
I'm
last
not gonna
week's
lie,
ranking.
our schedule's not looking that tough. I mean, not looking that great. We got all of our tough games coming up, and we always end on Off in the Woods.
We already had one tough game. We lost it, so.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I wasn't here.
I deleted it too. I remember.
I mean, if I'm gonna be completely honest, it's probably people are probably gonna say us,
Yeah.
but I do challenge them to look at the teams we've played so far.
Yeah.
We've played Off in the Woods, we've played Sluggers, we've got the dub against the All Stars.
Hey, y'all come back and you have your 3 at bats per game.
That's
You
gonna
got
hurt
your
us.
full
No,
squad.
hopefully it won't hurt us, but
Full squad's gonna hurt
it's
you.
definitely hard.
So I'm saying y'all are done.
I mean, I know people were saying it, so that's why I had to throw it out there.
Y'all gotta keep drinking that hose water.
Gotta keep drinking that hose water,
Keep
baby.
drinking that hose water. Get some bombs.
Well, we got a lot more action coming your way here in the second half of the season. We're excited about Get Wiff It Wiffle Ball happening here at legendary Pub Park. For all of us here at Team Get Wiff It, thanks for joining us here on Wiff Talk. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Ah. Oh! I got it with his knee.
Step your game up.